What's up, guys? This is Boondocks, and today I want to show off my Trinity Stripper build. Maybe I should think of a different name. Yeah, fuck it. So, basically, this build focuses on killing extremely high level Corrupted and Grineer. Now, I can only show off going up to a level 135, but believe me, you can easily start killing up to the 200s, though obviously it will take a little bit longer. The idea here is using one of the Syndicate mods called Abating Link, you can make it so that Trinity will strip 100% of an enemy's armor. Now you might be asking, why would you use Trinity for this as opposed to, say, Banshee or Ash, who can just straight up increase damage? The main reason for this is when you're fighting those high level enemies, it's sometimes harder to guarantee that you're going to get the kills, and in addition to that, guarantee that you're going to have enough energy to continue stripping the armor, as well as keeping yourself alive through stealth or whatever other means you have possible. Of course, with Naramon being active, that becomes a whole lot easier, and to be fair, I am going to be using Naramon with this particular build. However, with those other builds for Banshee or Ash or even Frost, as far as stripping armor is concerned, you do need to constantly keep spamming your abilities. Whereas with Trinity, you just need to follow the fucking glowy line to whatever enemy currently has 0 armor and kill them. With that being said, you do need to have some duration in order to keep your link up. So let's show the build really quick, and to be honest, this isn't perfect because I do need some forma, and I don't know why that fucking weird glitch keeps happening where you get all frost colored and icy, but whatever. So first of all, here's that mod I was talking about. The Abating Link. This causes enemies that are attached to your link to have their armor reduced by 45%. Now, 45% is nowhere near 100, and because of that, you actually need 222.22222 repeating onwards power strength. So, in order to get that, I currently am using 3 different power mods in the form of Blind Rage at level 6, a level 8 Transient Fortitude, and a level 5 or a max level Power Drift for that extra 15% power strength, bringing me to 228. Now, of course, Blind Rage does reduce my efficiency by 35%, but in all honesty, that's not that big of a deal because Trinity will always be getting back her energy, and that's why she beats out Banshee and Ash, because they sometimes have to look for energy or try to hopefully get or dropping an energy restore or something like that, and as opposed to Trinity, who's just energy vampire, max energy. Awesome. So Transient Fortitude does unfortunately reduce your duration by a considerable amount. Now with that being said, what you could do, instead of using the narrow-minded like I currently have, bringing me up to 72% power strength or power duration, if I had some more forma, instead what I would prefer doing is putting on a prime continuity as well as the Constitution. And those two alone would actually bring me up past my current power duration, and I would replace Stretch with Constitution. Of course, I'm currently listing very expensive mods as far as capacity is concerned, and I just haven't put that much forma on my Trinity. Oh well, maybe I'll try it some other time, or maybe do it on non-Trinity Prime. Additionally, because of my lack of capacity, I have to use a regular flow instead of a primed flow, which isn't exactly the best because one of the main things that lets you live is using quick thinking, which will always benefit from having a much larger energy pool. So with that in mind, yeah, I definitely need some more forma, but this build is a lot of fun at killing these armored targets. I also do have on a redirection, which in all honesty, you could probably lose and move over the narrow-minded to then put on maybe another prime continuity. You know, get your duration up a little bit longer so that way you don't have to worry about casting your link as often. So overall, let's take a quick look at what the abilities are currently at as far as duration. So my power duration for my link is going to last for 17.64 seconds, and my blessing, which will give me a ridiculous amount of damage reduction, assuming I have to fall all the way to the 2 health with quick thinking, it's going to last for 14.7 seconds. As far as Energy Vampire is concerned, it is kind of annoying that the power duration is so much higher, but hopefully you're going to put the Energy Vampire on whatever target your Link's currently active on, finish them off, get all your energy back, and move on. So as far as what weapons I'm using, well, I'm going to use a War right now that's modded for viral. Feel free to use Slash, because once you remove the enemy's armor, you can just do generally a whole shit ton of damage to them afterwards, as far as using Slash is concerned, because they're going to be mostly flesh. The reason I'm bringing the War, however, is in case you come up against one of the shielded enemies. You're already going to be stripping all armor. The War's impact will tear through shields really fast and therefore kill the few corpus that do spawn in the void pretty quickly. Of course, I am going to use the Blood Rush body count combo in case I want to go up against or just turn invisible forever using Naramon. And then I'm going to use Pressure Point, obviously, in addition with Organ Shatter to try to get my crit multiplier up as high as possible, and True Seal just for that little extra crit chance, as well as Berserker, because I will be critting a lot. This will increase my attack speed. Finally, I'm going to use Virulent Scourge and Vicious Frost to get the viral proc, and therefore strip enemies' health in half. With that being said, you don't need a Life Strike because you're Trinity. You can just restore all your health. As for my other weapons, I'm just going to use a Vacor Heck and a Vacor Murloc. Now, if you don't have these, just bring whatever power weapons you prefer. So, even though I'm weirdly iced over right now, let's go fight my weirdly set up void enemies, all at level 135. So first, let's start by showing what this would be like if I were to go with the Naramon setup, aka going invisible for days. And as you can see, enemies pretty much get fucked up right quick. For whatever reason, though, your link lines do disappear, so it becomes a little bit trickier to track them down and follow, but overall, it's not that big of a deal. But you do need to watch your bottom bar to make sure that it hasn't expired. Why is this guy taking so much extra damage? Let's put an Energy Vampire on him, make sure I'm at full, and then keep on killing. There we go. Gotta get them headshots. So, if I wanted to go with non-crit, or if you don't have the Naramon, how much harder would this be? Let's see. Let's just pop out the link, use my Vacor Murloc, get in nice and close, and kaboom. Quickly dead thanks to having no armor. This is mostly because void enemies spawn or have their effective health increased mostly from armor and not actual health gain or shields, and because of that they become relatively easy to kill. Whoa, didn't I just use Blessing? What the fuck? What happened to my damage reduction? Alright, let's show the gunplay one more time. It is a little bit harder because you do need to pull off maintaining all of your energy and everything a little bit better. So you do have to be slightly more careful. And with the bombards that I had spawned, it can become a little bit tricky. But now most of the bombards are dead. And so will all the other enemies soon be. As you can see, even the corrupted heavy gunners don't stand much of a chance when they have no armor. Of course, it helps when you hit the fucking enemy, but then, yeah, you can still turn invisible if you have Naramon. Anyways, guys, that was my Trinity stripper build. It's definitely a different take on playing Trinity, where you're going to be primarily focused on killing enemies as opposed to supporting your team. But in all honesty, this is more of a solo thing. I tried it out the other day, doing T4 solo, went over an hour, no problem. Yeah, it was just kind of a lot of fun. I was able to turn off my brain because I was using Naramon. And the one thing you do need to remember, though, is that this build is only good for Grineer and Void enemies. But until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.